available to chat. Okay, so I just started to hit the record button because I know there's a lot of you that won't be able to make it live. It is just that kind of time of year, and I know we're working with varying time zones, so I can't catch everybody at the best time. So I know a few of you guys were going to pop on. So anyways, I'm excited that it's the holidays. I mean, it's such a great time. Everyone should be so overjoyed that we got our kids home from school, right? And maybe not, but thank you. You know, when you got a bunch of kids that are running around the house, it just gives you a whole bunch of different emotions. Maybe it stresses you out. Maybe it gives you joy to the fact that you've got them in your home. You have the ability to have them around and do cool things with them. So we've been trying to do that and accomplish that. But I shared a couple hacks when it comes to Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we roll into December, which means Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, and whatever else, holiday parties that come in. And I want to give you guys tools. I want to give you tangible things that you can go into these events with confidence and a different mindset, in that you can still be in a positive weight loss mode going into these parties, okay? So you can still lose weight and feel great during the holidays. Our old mindset is, you don't care, I'll eat everything and I'll just reset and start over on the new year. I'll start a New Year's resolution, right? Like, how many times have we done that? Like, to the point ad nauseum, right? This year, and those that are working with me specifically on our nutrition course, this positive weight loss nutrition course, our new mindset is helping us get through these events, whether it's a holiday party, a wedding, a work function, happy hour, to enjoy the foods and the people and still lose weight, okay? So I want to have you guys change the way you think about things so you're not like stuck in this rut, you know? Or thinking like, you know what, this is the kind of time of year that I just don't care, right? You should care. Because if you can reset the way you think about things and think about yourself going into these events, you can come out maintaining the weight that you went into the holidays, or better yet, be in a weight loss mode, okay? So wherever you're at in your journey, there is going to be a suitable path for you to go. You just have to choose it, right? So we used to think, well, it's all about the food. I mean, grandma makes an amazing pumpkin pie or apple crisp. You know, the turkey is loaded with all sorts of juices and oils and salts and seasonings. And then you've got your mashed potatoes that have heaps of butter, and then you throw gravy on it. And then, oh my God, there's the stuffing. I mean, everything, right? You're in the kitchen, you're grazing, you're snacking, you're cocktailing, you're binging on treats because like it's only one time of the year that you get to indulge, right? But we know the difference, that it's not just one time of the year. Like, these events pop up, whether it's the holidays or not, and then you always justify and allow yourself, well, it's only happening this time. You know, oh, it's just one time my best friend gets married. Oh, it's just my high school reunion, I'm going to go bonkers, right? We're going into it with a fresh and satisfied mindset because we have the tools to know we could be successful. We have the accountability in one another. You've got me as hopefully a voice in your head or a beacon in your world to say, you know what, I can do this. Like, I feel like I've been given the gift to know I can be successful and I want it bad enough. Like, be excited for the holidays in a different way. Make every day leading up to it a weight loss day, because naturally the foods that are being, you know, dished out on Thanksgiving, if you don't have control of them, are generally going to be higher in sodium and, you know, fat likely, depending on who's baking what, right? And if you do have control, bring something that you know exactly what's in it and that you can control and eat the most of, okay? Decide to indulge in some of your favorite things without completely blowing the bank, right? So you're going in with a premeditated plan. Like, oh my God, I know this apple crisp is going to be there and I'm going to enjoy it. And instead of maybe like a half a tub of ice cream or a half a thing of whipped cream, I'm going to try the Wonder Whips, right? And that's just low fat Greek yogurt whipped up with a little bit of almond milk, stevia, and you know, if you want to add a little pumpkin spice or something to make it kind of fun, then you could do that. So there's always ways to enjoy your favorite things and having a little like healthy hack to it. And I have all the ideas, all the different ones. So, and if you're a 2B mindset client of mine, there's a ton there's a ton of videos of recipe swaps that you can have fun with, okay? So you want to feel good about going into this. Okay, so I posted and went live in one of my in my Mom Strong community, but here's something that you need to kind of reform and reshape the way you think about the day, okay? Start the day with water, as you always do. You wake up and you drink your 12 to 16 ounces of water and go move your body. We're doing a live workout, you guys, at 8 a.m. Pacific on Thursday, and if you guys are on the East Coast, there's going to be an 8 a.m. East Coast time zone video or live workout that you guys can participate in as well. But move your body, like get out and do some fresh air, go for a run. You guys have Beachbody on Demand. Plug in a 20-minute workout that you can just like supercharge yourself and then get going with your day, okay? It's Thanksgiving, so you've got to find ways to be thankful for what you want to accomplish, right? And what you have accomplished so far. Have your normal, satisfying breakfast. I am going to start my day out with Shakeology, and I have been leading up to it. Okay, you guys, it's probably one of the healthiest meals you're going to put into your body that day. Hands down, even if you are having like a veggie-laden dinner, Shakeology is probably going to be the healthiest meal that you will have. So start your day with your regular scheduled meal. Do not bank or skip meals to bank for having this big meal that you have coming up, okay? You may just have 2 meals. You just have your breakfast and Thanksgiving. You don't need to have 4 or 5 small meals a day to make up, build towards Thanksgiving. Have your 1 meal in the morning and then bank on having a nice, fulfilling lunch or Thanksgiving, okay? Focus on what's important. That's your family. That's your friends. Keep yourself busy. Get selfies with each other. Take pictures. Enjoy the company. Ask stories from Grandpa John about his, first Thanksgiving that he had with his in-laws. Do crafts for the kids. Like have something to keep your guys' time busy so you're not apt to just sit around and look at the food and snack, right? Or don't even be around the snack table for that matter. Like leave it, right? You don't need it. Bring a healthy dish. Bring a healthy dish that you can share or swap one of your favorite family recipes out with a healthier version of it. There's nothing wrong with that. And people are probably going to appreciate like, hey, you know what? That was really great. Thank you for bringing that. I don't feel like I totally overdid it. Get active. Take advantage of, being off midweek and do something different, right? Maybe that's going out for a hike. If your weather's permitting, go and, after Thanksgiving feast, everybody go out, take the dog. You go for a walk, get some fresh air. There's something about that fresh air that's going to just kind of allow you to bring in a little bit more gratitude, okay? Veggies most, right? And make sure you go light on the accessories. So one of my tips is using a small plate instead of a large dinner plate. So think about our typical dinner size plates. They're like, rather ginormous, probably like bigger than our heads, right? So use like a salad plate and load it up with veggies most. Have a little bit of your protein. So maybe, you're still modeling the 2B mindset plate it method. You're looking at veggies most, right? So having that veggies most and your 25% protein and your accessories are moderate as well, because you know what? You're going to treat yourself to the pie or the holiday cocktail. So you want to make sure that you are planning accordingly. And when you do indulge in those treats, then have a bite and then, put the plate or put the fork down. You don't need to have half a pie. Okay. You don't have to sample everybody's dessert that they bring, and if you do, you have one bite of it and you plan for it, because then you move on and everybody's like good to go, right? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. I already said this, but keep your hands busy. Alana talks about 2 hands on the wheels. If you are drinking a glass of wine, have 2 hands on your glass of wine. If you're drinking water, have 2 hands on your glass of water. Then you're not more apt to just be like wandering around and just mindlessly eating. This is kind of where you can have like the craft or some sort of activity. Last year, my daughter had made little cards and it said, I'm grateful for, and everybody had to take the time to fill it out. And then everyone put it in a mason jar and we pulled one out at dinner and we all read it. And it was just really, it was nice. It was a distraction. It was different. And allowed us all to really, truly enjoy what one another was grateful for. So it's a nice, and there's some examples here, you know, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? What Thanksgiving tradition do you enjoy most? Name a person that's inspired you the most this year. You could do a gratitude tree, which, you know, kind of takes a little prep now that you want to add one more thing to the list. But you can come up with different ideas that are fun and creative that keeps you guys busy. All right. It's harder to fail if you set yourself up for success. Okay. So here's your 10. Eat breakfast, right? I suggest Shakeology. Have that Shakeology as your first meal of the day. Or, because I don't think you should skip a meal just to bank for your dinner. Okay. Even if you intermittent fast, don't skip everything just to have a Thanksgiving feast. Go to your party or wherever you're going, or even if you're hosting, having a little bit of food in your stomach so you don't go starving. Like, you never want to be starving. Okay. Pitch in. That means bring something, contribute a veggie platter or a veggie-like dish. Know yourself, know what your limitations are and what your weaknesses are. If you know that there is going to be a huge plate of cookies and fudge and all those kind of things, then don't go near it. Hey, you know what? Please don't. This is on right now. And just position yourself well enough that you're not going to surround yourself and have that temptation. Okay. We talked about using a small plate. Use a salad plate instead of a big dinner plate. Savor every bite. This might be like my most favorite tip that works hands down to filling you up and keeping you full. Okay. Aside from the water, but that's number 7. Savor every bite. And what I mean by that is chew your food. Chew it 20 to 30 times, depending on what it is. Mashed potatoes, that could kind of get a little nasty. But like your turkey or vegetables or something, chew your food. Take your bite. Chop it like 25 times. Let it just kind of like marinate in your mouth and just enjoy the textures, the experience, the effort that went into making that food and putting it in front of you and having the opportunity to sit down and eat it. Take the time to appreciate it. Okay. Not that you don't appreciate it, but it's easy just to be mindless and shove food in your face just so you can get the dishes done and move on. Water. Okay. You're going to wake up drinking water. You're going to have 16 ounces of water before your breakfast, and you're going to have tons of water throughout the day. And I highly encourage you, make sure you get in your 16 ounces of water before you sit down to eat, and have water at the table. That'll help distract you. You know, if you have your bite, you chew it up, take your time to swallow it, grab a sip of water. Like, it's not a sprint. It's not a race to get you through dinner. You can just treat it as a marathon. You're there for the company, right? We're not there to just, you know, binge and move on as fast as possible to the next activity. You're not like, it's not a, you know, we're not on a race schedule. Start the day with a physical activity. Like I said, we got this 8 a.m. workout that's going to be scheduled. So if you're on East Coast time, we'll have a link for you to do on East Coast. If you're on West Coast, we will have a link for you to start at 8 a.m. with us. Everybody can get up and do something for 30 minutes. If you can't make the live streaming workout, go out for a run. Some of your gym classes are going to be open. I know my gym is open for one class. We have one boot camp class at 9 o'clock. So some people will be attending that. Don't punish yourself if you make choices that you maybe aren't so happy about. It'll just bring more stress, right? But follow the model of put the fork down. If it makes you feel very miserable and feel bad about yourself during the process of eating whatever it is, put the fork down. Nobody's going to force you to eat that food. Nobody's judging you if you don't eat it all. Like, gone are the days of the clean plate club, okay? Like, make it a goal of not to clean your plate, as a matter of fact. Like, how cool would that be if you didn't clean your plate? And just be thankful. It's one day. It's one meal, actually. But, you know, you're around family. We get it. It's not just you come in for a meal and you leave. But this is like a full event. So just be appreciative of the fact that you do have the family and friends that you get to be around, or you have the opportunity to have people over at your home and provide a warm cooked meal, you know, because there's a lot of people in this world that don't have those type of things. So just, you know, bring a little bit more gratitude into your world. I thought it'd be kind of fun is, you know, lean into one another and have some fun along the way. So I'm going to post this in our VIP group. and thought it'd be kind of fun to play a little bingo. And then maybe we'll have prize for the first person that fills up and yells bingo. Obviously, if you're yelling bingo at the dinner table, I might not hear you. But let's just have some fun, see what you can accomplish on this. So you get your workout in. Did you get your shake? Did you say no to a certain food that you know would not make you feel good about yourself? Maybe you can get in doing some squats or jumping jacks, and you fulfill some positive influence on Facebook or your social media threads. Don't go on social media though if it makes you feel anxiety or it just doesn't bring any happiness. Like, don't do it then, right? Like, just do something that makes you feel good about yourself. So moral of the story, you guys, is just go in with a different mindset, a positive, healthy mindset, knowing you have control of what goes into your mouth. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to eat it, right? And if you get adequate water, you set yourself up to have your digestive system, your metabolism on fleek, and you get up on Friday, and whether you are out with those crazy people Black Friday, then you go for it. But you start back onto your regular regimen on Friday. You don't wait for the weekend to come and go. You don't wait till Monday. And some of us are starting the 3-day refresh, but that doesn't mean we're going to go bonkers. I'm actually going to roll out some sample meals that you can have. It's kind of a 10-day, food detox, which I hate using the word detox, but it's just an idea of foods that you can eat that eliminates the sugar. So if you do host and you have tons of leftovers, box them up, farm them off somewhere, and give them to somebody else so you're not tempted, right? Just be Thanksgiving and done, right? It kind of goes after the whole dinner and done. But Thanksgiving and done. I mean, some people love having leftovers, but if leftovers for you mean that you are going to overindulge and you're going to pick, and that they're full of calories that, aren't going to put you into a positive weight loss, then just don't tempt yourself. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? Do you want to take all the leftovers with you? It would just, we're probably not going to eat them, or, I'm just kind of like, hey, I had my day and I'd like to move back into what my regular eating regimen comes tomorrow. So those are things that you could think about, and you'd be empowered to make those decisions. All right. So that's what I had for you guys. I know that there were a handful of you guys, if you were popping on the Facebook group and were able to join us. I did record it if you missed it, so I'll make sure to load it into our VIP group. But I know that you guys are all super busy, and I just appreciate and value you guys so much. I have to share one of, she's one of our 2B veterans, if you will. She's not in this private client group that we have, or the varying groups that I have running with you guys, but she's lost 43 pounds to date, I believe. 43 pounds. She started 6 months ago. 43 pounds that she's lost. That's amazing. Amazing. So I wanted to leave you with that little bit of inspiration. Oh, Liz, thanks. I think it's the filter. But I wanted to leave you guys with that little inspiration that you can go through this process, this program, this course, this life that you have, and be in positive weight loss anytime you choose. And when you choose not to, that's on you. And you know that you always have the ability to get back to where you want to be. And if you need a little bit of support, just make sure you reach out and let me know, because I will always have your back. I will always help guide you. Liz and I contact each other daily because I hear from her, and we're working on goals together. So we're working towards a specific goal for her. I get to hear from new clients. I'm talking to Julia, and we're talking about setting goals for her for next week, and just really placing them based on where you're at now and where you want to be. So it's really, really exciting. And I just adore you guys, and I really appreciate you guys trusting me enough to want to do this alongside of me, because I live the 2B lifestyle as well. That's how I eat. That's how I am. And you guys give me motivation to keep going as well. So I hope you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you guys. And I look forward to hearing from all of you on Friday to hear how you did. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.